Hello and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today we're going to be talking about Capricorn season. And Capricorn season did begin on the 21st of December with that winter solstice, and will go until the 19th of January 2022. So this energy is taking us right through this real earnest beginning of the winter, right? We're kicking it off with that winter solstice. And there is a more stern energy. There is a more responsible energy, a more mature energy that we're coming into as we move into Capricorn season. Capricorn is the final earth sign, right? So we're really looking at the maturation of that earth energy, right? We begin with the Taurus energy. We then move into that Virgo energy. And now we're coming into the most refined of the earth energies. Capricorn is a sign that is ruled by the planet Saturn. And Saturn, as we know, governs responsibility. It governs karmic lessons. It represents an area where we are meant to grow and learn some key soul lessons. But the fruits of that labor, the wisdom that we gain from that, does not come without effort, right? Saturn teaches us where it is that we can put in effort, and it teaches us the value of hard work, and it teaches us the value of putting in that consistent effort, right? And then watching something grow from that, right? That sense of, what's the word that I'm looking for here? That sense of accomplishment that we feel when we know that we have shown up time and time again, when we know that we have put the correct amount of effort into the things that we want to create and manifest, into the things that we want to experience, the things that we want to see thrive. And Saturn energy wants us to thrive, but it wants us to understand what it takes, right? This is a very masculine energy in that sense. I think that Capricorn actually is considered a feminine sign by some, but the energy to me is very masculine, right? And it often represents the father, where Cancer can represent the mother energy. Capricorn energy often represents the father energy. And we know that Saturn is kind of like that grandfatherly type energy. So there's a lot of that masculine energy. As we move through Capricorn season, there's a lot of healing around our own masculine energy, our relationships to father figures in our lives, and to other representations of masculine energy, and how it is that we really act upon our own masculine energy, right? Capricorn season is asking us to set goals. It's asking us to take the steps necessary to accomplish those goals. It's asking us to look logically and realistically at what it is that we're trying to accomplish, and to see whether or not what we're doing is going to get us there, right? It's a very Seven of Pentacles kind of energy as we're moving into Capricorn season. So we're wanting to evaluate, we're wanting to reevaluate, and then we're wanting to take that concerted effort forward. This energy is all about accomplishment, right? It's all about what it is that we are creating. It's very much Capricorn energy is that energy of ambition, of drive, of motivation, and of, yes, getting things done. And so throughout Capricorn season, we're really going to be wanting to and being asked to get things done, to tie up loose ends, to move forward, to set those firm intentions, right? This energy is happening right as we transition from one muggle year into the other. So very much about setting those intentions, right? And moving into the new year with a path, with a purpose, with a focus and a goal. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about when we're looking at Capricorn energy? It's that energy of lessons, right? We're talking about karma. We're talking about lessons. We're talking about responsibility. So during Capricorn season, we're really going to be weighing our responsibilities. We're going to want to understand what is our responsibility and what is not, right? And how it is that we show up for the things, for our responsibilities, right? Are we able to suit up and show up when we need to, right? And how does that look? And how do we do that? We are going to be revisiting some lessons. If there have been lessons that we've been learning, especially around, like we said, around responsibility, around karma, around reaping what we sow, around our ability to show up in our lives. These lessons are going to come into the forefront so that we can understand them on a deeper level. We're really being asked to mature. So wherever it is that we are requiring a deeper level of maturity in our lives, we're going to see that happening during Capricorn season. And there's a lot of powerful energy going on in Capricorn right now. In Capricorn season, of course, that means that the sun is in the sign of Capricorn, right? We also have Pluto in the sign of Capricorn right now, in that final decan of Capricorn, getting ready on February 2nd, the 2-2 portal. February 2nd, 2022, Pluto will transition to 27 degrees of Capricorn, which will initiate a Pluto return for the United States, meaning that Pluto will have returned to where it was when this country was first founded. All right. During the American Revolution, that is the last time that Pluto was at 27 degrees. So it's a very, very powerful time for the United States particularly, and probably for the world. But Capricorn, Pluto, even during Capricorn season, right, is within this final decan of Capricorn. So that alone gives Capricorn season, and has for many, many years now, right? But especially as we're entering those final few degrees of the Capricorn energy, has given Capricorn energy a little bit more intensity. And we're going to see many planets doing a dance with Pluto. Venus has already done a dance with Pluto, right? We have Mercury dancing with Pluto. We have the sun, who will, of course, be dancing with Pluto on its way out of the sign of Capricorn as it enters those final few degrees. And so there's a lot of energies here, or a lot of planets and personal planets, right, who are having these conversations with Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. This Capricorn energy and these Capricornian themes have been very powerful ever since 2020 began, really, right? And we had that powerful conjunction of Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn that really seemed to kick off a lot of change and a lot of wild times, I guess you could say, in the world. So this energy has been within our consciousness. It has been within our sphere, right? We've really been working with it on a personal level and on a collective level, right? This is the energy of authority. This is the energy of systems. And so as we move into Capricorn season, we're really looking at people and in places of authority, right? We're really looking at structures of authority and systems of authority. And we're really looking at and understanding how those work for us, or whether those do. Right? And we're learning that energy of becoming our own authority. That's ultimately a big part of what Capricorn energy represents. Capricorn energy is the energy of sovereignty. One of the ultimate aims of Capricorn energy is to decide what it wants and to go after what it wants, regardless of the opinions of others. The lower vibration of Capricorn energy is that energy that can play to the crowd because it likes to be recognized. It has like a Leo energy, but it's different because the Leo energy wants to be loved and adored and appreciated. The Capricorn energy wants that too, but it wants that recognition of its value for something more tangible, right? Capricorn energy wants to be recognized and applauded for what it has accomplished, for its capabilities, right? For its ability to what's the word that I'm looking for? To conquer. That's sort of the energy, right? Its ability to achieve. Leo energy simply really wants to be applauded for who they are, right? For the beauty of their soul, for whatever they do, right? But it's a lighter kind of an energy. It's a more, I don't want to say more surface, but it's almost like a more innocent, if that makes any sense, where the Capricorn energy is like, no, I'm going to earn your applause. But when I do, I want to receive it. That's sort of like the Capricorn energy. And so that the Capricorn can sometimes fall into that trap. They can fall into the trap of prestige and status, right? And sort of forget or lose what truly has meaning to them. in this pursuit of being that symbol, I guess you could say, that person that everybody looks up to, that everybody admires, right? And so the goal of Capricorn energy is to be that person that we admire on our own, without any of that outside genuflection, right? To just know within ourselves that we are worthy, that we are good enough, right? That we are following the truth within our hearts and within our souls, and not needing that outward applause from others. So there may be some energy of that comes up for people as well, where we're noticing where it is that we tailor our desires, our needs, and our wants to what other people want, need, and desire. All right, and so we are going to pull some cards here. I'm trying to think of what I want to pull. And for some reason, I'm really being drawn to the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. So we're going to look at what activations we may be receiving during Capricorn season. And these cards are absolutely, were they upside down? I don't know if I just showed those two upside down. That's right side up what the deck looks like. These cards are amazing. So yeah, let's get to it then. Spirit wants to share with us what, from this deck, what activations are we receiving? What's going on during Capricorn season? Clear. For this beautiful collective for which we channel. What is going on? What messages want to come up from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle? Capricorn season 2021 to 22. Capricorn season. All right. So the first card coming out here is Halls of Amenti, Initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered. Initiations. So there are secrets being revealed during Capricorn season. There are things coming to light. And remember, we talked about this energy of maturing, right? So that within itself, this journey of maturation is very much an initiation, right? As we grow older, as we grow wiser, we're constantly being initiated into deeper and deeper mysteries. And yes, I do feel like there may be outer secrets being revealed to the collective in the world at large, but this also feels to me like largely inner secrets being revealed. Things within ourselves, things within our own psyches that are being revealed and coming to the surface. Well, that's a lot of cards there. That's a lot of cards. Yeah, we're going to put these back in and we're going to see what comes back out, because that was a little sloppy the way those came out. All right. But Treasures Uncovered, I really like that. We are going to read that from the book as well. I just wanted to get a couple more cards out first. So we have the Merkaba activation coming out. Transcendence, Ascension, you are rising up. And we know that our Merkaba was being activated very powerfully during the 12-12 gateway. And so we're continuing to see those activations of the Merkaba during Capricorn season as we're really solidifying those. Remember, we're moving into an earth sign. Earth signs are very grounding. They're very good for integration. And then we have the Soul Star activation. Fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. So that's really beautiful, really powerful energy. And we've had this energy coming through before, right? This energy of, and notice there's a Merkaba on this card as well. So a lot of that energy with the Merkaba here. We had this energy of new soul contracts coming into play. As we're closing out old soul contracts, new soul contracts are coming on board. And so definitely feeling that energy. But we're going to look at this Halls of Amenti here. And we're going to see what this has to say. If we can find it here. All right. And I'll hold that up for you guys again. The halls of Amenti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The halls of Amenti are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mysteries and service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see two pillars, an echo of the two pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that the sacred space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls or they seem oddly familiar, there is a chance that you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. And so in order to connect with the energy of the halls of Amenti, they tell you to imagine that you are at the Great Pyramid. Above its apex, a portal opens, drawing you in. See yourself at the center of a sacred temple. Set clear intentions to align with your higher purpose and receive a transmission of ancient wisdom. And the message is that you are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that there is a reconfiguration happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. And so, yeah, there's a lot of that energy of purging, that energy of releasing as you move through this initiatory gateway. And so there is that heaviness that's being released. And it is challenging, right? When we're going through an initiation, it is not a comfortable process. Many times it is very uncomfortable. It really forces us outside of our comfort zone. But just know that there is powerful, powerful change happening for you. If you are feeling this level of uncomfortability right now, just know and understand that there are profound treasures within yourself and your world that are ready and waiting to be uncovered. And I love how they connected Thoth with the halls of Amenti, because Thoth is on the bottom of the deck here. Thoth, light codes, light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. So really working with that energy of divine magic, of divine alchemy, of that teacher within you awakening, right? What is it that you have to share? What is it that you have to teach? What divine magic did you come here to practice? Right? Remember, Thoth is the scribe of ancient Egypt, right? He is similar to like the energy of Mercury. And so he brings those messages forward. So what messages do you have? What do you have to share? What do you have to, what level of enlightenment do you have to bring to the world? And then, this energy, this with the Merkaba, just really confirming for us that even though you may feel heavy, you're actually getting lighter, right? Even though you may feel like you're getting more entrenched in the 3D, you're actually rising up higher. But Capricorn energy is that energy that asks us to go deeper within in order to rise, right? We must descend before we ascend. And so it's that energy of diving deep down, diving for light, right, you guys? So that we can come back up as a more whole and integrated version of ourselves. Yeah. And then this beautiful soul star activation. So there really is this deep remembrance happening if we allow it to. It's like we're meeting a part of ourselves that we lost a long time ago. That's what it feels like. But a more refined aspect of that part of ourselves, if that makes more sense. Because remember, with this Capricorn energy, we are refining, right? We are maturing. We are creating something that is better than it was before. That is the representation of all of the wisdom that we have accumulated this far in our journey and the practical application of that wisdom. And I want to see if there's anything else that I want to read about this soul star energy. And remember, the soul star, this is one of the chakras that exists above the crown that really connects us to that interdimensional, that really high dimensional energy. So that activation, it's really allowing us to connect much more powerfully with that divine energy and really bring that energy down, right? So we're connecting with these higher and higher versions of ourselves and integrating those into our human, into the us that we are right now, that we are experiencing, the way that we are experiencing ourselves right now. I guess that's maybe a better way to put it. So let's see here. Anything else? Yes. So this, and for those who were asking the question, I feel like there's people who wanted more information on the soul star. So this is going to tell us right now. It says the soul star chakra is the energy center that is found around 6 to 12 inches above the crown and connects us directly with soul wisdom. It is our gateway to the etheric realms, which hold all the lessons of all the incarnations we have experienced. Through our soul star, we have access and wisdom like a computer connecting to the internet through broadband. Instead of having to move through the dimensions to access the information, we can remain connected at all times and download support as necessary. The Egyptian god Horus appears on this card as our spiritual guide. His hawk-headed image is said to illustrate his connection to the sun, moon, and stars. As a keeper of energetic portals to hidden realms, he can help us remember our starry origins, open psychic vision, and connect directly with the wisdom that is held in the stars. And so if you want assistance with any of these things, call upon Horus to assist you with that. And then in order to connect with the activation within this card and within this energy, you are guided or instructed to imagine yourself in a wide open space under a night filled with stars. Say, Horus, cosmic sky guardian, thank you for activating my soul star chakra so that I can remember on a soul level. And the message associated with this card is, through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space, for you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, in the lives of those you love, and of course, the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it, all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you are opening up on higher levels. And so this is really important, I think, for some people out there right now, this remembering that you are right on track, right? There are so many of us who are constantly questioning our path, who are constantly questioning whether we are moving in the right direction, as if there is a right or a wrong. Right? And so this card is also a reminder that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do, and you are fulfilling your soul purpose. Right? You are always fulfilling your soul purpose. There is no way that you could not. Okay? So it's just confirmation for people, and it's a reminder to stop questioning yourself, to know that your choices are in alignment with your divine path. And for some people, there are going to be some of these new soul contracts coming into your reality. Possibly during Capricorn season, right? That is the reading that we're doing right now. That are going to remind you of that, or who are being drawn into your reality at this time to help you to continue along the path that your soul has decided to walk at this time. All right, what else do we want to pull here for Capricorn season? I'm wanting to pull a couple of Black Moon astrology cards. Let's see what guidance we have from the Black Moon astrology cards. Clear. Yes, as always, stay hydrated, you guys. So important. All right, Capricorn season 2021 to 2022. What more do you want us to know? All right, first card out is Gemini, I think. Let's get some more energy to go with that. Virgo, I analyze, wanting to cut. Yep, coming out. All right, so we got the 2 signs ruled by Mercury coming out first, which tells me that there's a lot of overthinking that's going to be going on possibly for people during during Capricorn season. A lot of overthinking. This is a reminder to not get too caught up in your head, right? Yep, definitely a reminder not to get too caught up in your head, don't allow yourself to get stuck in that constant hamster loop. Remember, earth sign energies, these are an energy of action, right? Earth signs, depending on the sign, right, have different speeds that they like to move, but earth signs do like to accomplish. They are a very boots on the ground kind of an energy, right? And Virgo, though it's ruled by Mercury, is an earth sign. All right, so if you do get stuck in your head, taking some sort of, doing anything that's going to create a little bit of forward progress is going to be helpful. Pick any little thing that you can do that's going to make you feel productive. Any practical steps that you can take around anything in your life, especially if it's something that you're worrying or you're really stuck in your head about, because I feel like there are going to be people who are very stuck in their heads during the next month or so. And yeah, we got the Cancer I Feel card coming out. So you're being asked to balance out all this head energy, all of this masculine energy, right? With some of this feminine energy, with some of this intuitive energy, with some of this receptive energy. But I also feel like it's interesting because I feel like what's happening for some people, or what is going to be happening for many of us during Capricorn season as well, is just this energy of our emotions, our feelings, just such an overwhelm with our feelings that it's almost like the emotions create the overdrive in the mind. Like there's emotions coming to the surface, right? Emotions that are being triggered, that are triggering this head energy. If that makes any sense. Whether this is like for some people the pain body being activated, whatever it is, and by the pain body, this is like the field around your body that holds trauma. Sometimes when we're triggered, that field of cellular memory, right, gets triggered, and that's what we call the pain body. If you look into it, Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about the pain body. Especially in his book, The Power of Now. And it's really fascinating. So there's just a deep level of feeling that many people may be experiencing throughout Capricorn season. And I feel like that deep feeling is really setting off some intensity within the mental body as well. And it's vice versa. For others, it's like there's so much intensity in the mental body that's creating this like tsunami of feeling and emotion possibly. So it's learning how to balance those things out and not to get caught up in that tidal wave. And it's also the energy too. Another thing that is coming through regarding this upcoming month, this upcoming astrological month, is just like we said, it's learning that balance of the logic and the intuition. Don't try to think your way into and out of every situation. Feel into things. Really tap into your intuition, because I feel for many in this Capricorn season, our minds are kind of going to be running amok. They may be playing tricks on us, right? Mercury retrograde is coming up. It's going to be mid-January. So during the end of Capricorn season, we are also going to be experiencing our first Mercury retrograde of 2021. It's going to start out in Capricorn and move backwards into Aquarius. All right? And so Mercury retrograde is really going to be throwing a kink in the works for many people. It's going to be flip-flopping our perception, flip-flopping our emotions. It's going to, and Gemini and Virgo are going to be the most affected by this energy. All right, and so we really want to make sure that, like we said, that our minds aren't just running amok. We really want to kind of rein that in. And I forget, there was something that I was saying regarding this energy that is completely completely left my mind now. But yeah, that's very much what this feels like, is that that Mercury retrograde. It's going to be really intense. It's bringing in a lot of powerful energies and activations. But it's going to throw people for a loop, this one. Yeah, Pluto transformation. But there is a deep level of transformation that is going to occur, that is occurring right now. And a lot of this is happening through the emotional body. It's really interesting because Mercury is going to be what? In an earth sign, from an earth into an air sign. But there's this deep feeling. It's going to, whatever is stirred up is going to, it's not just going to be the mental body that's stirred up. It's going to be the emotional body too. And this is going to cause, it's like a deep transformation and emotional purge. A mental and emotional purge is what it feels like. But through this process, it's like, we're going to be trying to analyze so much, trying to figure so much out, and we're not going to be able to do it. So we're going to be forced to tap into our intuition and our feeling instead. And that's going to be part of what the transformation is for some, is this energy of really learning how to make decisions, learning how to feel through things instead of thinking through them. So there's a little preview for the Mercury retrograde reading there as well, you guys. And then we got the 11th house friends energy coming out. So this is networking. This is people, connections, groups. This is also dreams and aspirations, right? Greater, higher dreams and aspirations. So definitely a lot of, there's a lot of community energy around this Capricorn season as well. Coming together with community, with people in your community. Brainstorming possibly the way that these cards, the 11th house got set on top of the Gemini and the Virgo cards, right? So brainstorming, creating with people, like-minded individuals. There's going to be a lot that we're going to learn, I think, through our friends and through the people in our networks, if we are able to collaborate and share thoughts and ideas with them. There's a lot of healing that I think can occur as well. And yeah, we have the part of fortune increase here too, with the grand trine blessings on the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot of beautiful abundance. There's a lot of powerful energy of things. Whether this is for some people, it really does feel like your social circle is going to explode. For those who have been kind of isolated, or you haven't felt like you found your tribe yet. You haven't felt like you found people that you can connect with. I feel that for some really expanding. Just an increase in that in terms of the connections that you have. People who are trying to put energy into a career, right? Capricorn is all about those goals, right? Our ambition, what it is that we're creating. It's that 10th house energy, right? And so people who are trying to make connections in career, networking, things like that, I see that energy really expanding and exploding as well. There's just a really like a great increase for people. When it comes to whatever it is that you're trying to create more of in your life, it's networking and your circle. That's what's going to bring a lot of that increase into your life. So make sure that you're putting yourself out there. Make sure that you are, if you're invited to things, that you go, right? That you take advantage of the opportunities and you really start reaching out and connecting with people. Like, don't be a hermit. Basically is kind of the energy. If you're wanting abundance in your life during Capricorn season, go out there and get it. Put yourself out there. All right. If you hide in the shadows, you're not like, the universe can't just bring something in if you're not meeting it halfway. All right. And then we've got Venus love as well. So there's that beautiful, that energy as well, an increase in love, an increase in connection. For some people, absolutely finances. Yeah, especially with the void, of course, moon on the bottom of the deck, but it is inverted. So I feel like whatever you've been wanting more of in your life, or you felt like was missing and you've been trying to create and cultivate, there's a big opportunity during Capricorn season for you to create that, for that to come through. But you have to be willing to put yourself out there. All right, I'm trying to think if I want to do anything else for you guys. Pull any other cards before we go here for Capricorn season. What do I want to do? Yeah, since Capricorn season is all about creation, let's do a couple Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. This is a new deck that I just got, as is the Gateway of Light. So let's pull out some guidance for those who are wanting to create and manifest something. Wow, these are really hard to open right now. During Capricorn season, what is the guidance here? Clear. Guidance for those who are seeking to create and manifest something during Capricorn season, or whenever it is that you find this video. Remember, time is an illusion. So whenever you stumble upon this, it is the perfect time for you to be watching it. All right. Guidance for those who are wanting to create or manifest something during Capricorn season. Let's see what we got coming out here. All right, interesting. We have first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. Then we have last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. All right, so a lot of Taurus energy coming out here. And then we have first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. So all earth energies, right? And on the bottom of the deck, we have the full moon in Taurus, detoxify. So I feel very strongly like maybe some of the people who this manifestation spread is coming from, maybe you are Tauruses, maybe somebody's trying to manifest a Taurus, or this just has to do with the Taurian energies, which means all those Venusian energies. So we're talking about love, we're talking about finances, security, stability. Those may be things that you're wanting to create, but whatever it is that you're wanting to create, maybe this is something that you began really putting intention to when we had that eclipse in Taurus. I'm not really sure. But whatever it is that you're wanting to create with all this earth energy, and it being Capricorn season, right? Right off the top of my head, right off the bat, we have this energy of consistency. Be consistent. Be consistent, be stable, keep moving forward, keep making strides in the general direction of what it is that you're wanting to create or accomplish. And with this here, this is a lot, right? Release control and be proud of yourself. So this is that energy. Be proud of yourself also feels like, first of all, know your worth. Know that you're worthy of what it is that you desire, right? Taurus, ruled by Venus, is very much about that energy of self-worth. Know that you deserve it. Know that you're worthy of it. This is also that energy of like, I really feel like what's going to help in your creation and manifestation process is this energy of congratulating yourself. Congratulate yourself for how far you've come. So many times, right? And this is very Capricorn energy. It's very earth sign energy in general, but definitely very Capricorn energy, what I'm about to say, right? We set these goals for ourselves. We achieve these goals silently, and we don't give ourselves recognition. Instead, as soon as we achieve a goal, we move on to the next. Right? And then on to the next and on to the next. And it's always on to the next. We never take that time to pause and to celebrate the success that we've had. And so this energy is really calling you to celebrate the success that you've had. Be proud of yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Talk yourself up, right? If you're talking to your friends or family or loved ones or whoever, right? And this is absolutely true for those of you who are in a career situation where you're wanting to advance in your career, right? You cannot be afraid to tell your boss, tell the people in these higher ranking positions, right? The people that make these decisions, the good things that you've done, why it is that you matter, why it is that you're making a difference, why it is that you're important, why it is that you are worth something, right? You want them to see and recognize your worth, and you can't just assume that they're going to. So talk yourself up. Talk yourself up to your friends. Talk yourself up to yourself. Like really get into this energy. When we are in that energy of being proud of ourselves, of feeling good about ourselves, like we have that swag to us, right? And we really command that energy and we call that energy to us. It's just a really good energy to be in. So I'm definitely feeling that for those wanting to create and manifest, this energy of releasing control, right? Releasing the attachment to the results. Knowing what you want, knowing that you're worthy of it, setting that intention for this or something better, and then getting out of the way to let the universe work, right? Not trying to micromanage every single detail, which is a very earth sign energy as well sometimes, right? We want to get out of that energy of micromanaging and allow things. It's like, don't drive yourself crazy trying to control things that are completely out of your control, essentially. And then with this first quarter moon in Virgo, we do want to constantly be in this energy of assessing and reassessing, right? We allow things to develop, and then we take a look. We take a very clear look at the parameters. We take a clear look at what's manifesting, at what's developing. And then this feels to me like when they say assess the situation, this is like assess the situation accurately and take your emotion out of it. Look at things from a use that Virgo energy, right? From a very logical, practical point of view, right? It's like some people, I feel like you may be seeing things that aren't there, or you may not be seeing things about a situation clearly because your emotions are really taking over. And so this energy of, as you're moving through this manifestation process, this Virgo energy wants you to, it's like, be that impartial eye in the situation. And then this energy of cleansing and purifying and detoxifying with the full moon in Taurus on the bottom here as well. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else. I want to see if there's any final energies with this assess the situation card that we want to read about. That's so funny. I opened right up to it. Stop, breathe, and take stock. Perhaps you've taken on too much. Now is the time to be reliable and practical. Laziness is your enemy. Also, don't be too influenced by the crowd and what they're saying. Do you still want what you used to want and as much? If so, are you really doing what needs to be done to make your dreams real? Express how you feel, but do it without too much self-criticism or criticism of others. Make an honest inventory about where you could do more to manifest your dreams. Oh, interesting. And is this not also what we were talking about with that energy of Capricorn, right? Where their ultimate goal is to know what they want in their heart of hearts and to go after that without worrying about the applause from the outside world, right? So really assessing what it is that you're trying to create. Do I truly want this, right? Because sometimes that changes. Sometimes we think we really want something, and then as it moves closer to fruition, we realize that we don't because we've changed. It doesn't suit us anymore. Or maybe we thought it did, but it never truly did. And we start to understand that, and it's okay. But sometimes we fall into a trap, right? When other people know what we're trying to achieve, and we want to look good to them. Or we worry about what they'll think if we change our mind. If we decide that we want to go after something else. So this card is saying, don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. And really be truly honest with yourself, right? Are you doing everything that is necessary? Are you taking the necessary steps? Or are you simply expecting the universe to deliver everything? To dump it all in your lap? Remember, we say, I take one step, the universe takes 10, but we have to take that first step. You got to meet them halfway. We talked about this. This energy came out in the last spread that we did with the Black Moon astrology cards as well. There is energy that is shifting. There are things that are coming in, but we have to actually go out there and make things happen. Right? We have to put in the effort on our end. So that's what this card is also asking. Are you putting the effort in on your end? And if not, are you dragging your feet because maybe this isn't what you really want after all? Let's see. Be mentally flexible. Working with the throat chakra. Expressing your desires. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. That was a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so very, very much. If you enjoyed this video and these readings are helping you and you feel as though you would like to donate to the channel, there are links to do so down in the description box below. My email is also down below if you'd like to do any personal one-on-one work with me. please reach out to me. I offer a whole variety of different services, and those are all listed in the description box below. If you don't understand some of them or you don't know what it is that you might need specifically, just shoot me an email. Let me know what you have going on and we can figure it out together. Anything else that I want to announce at the top of my head right now? I don't think so. That's pretty much it. You are all so beautiful. You are all so amazing. And I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful Capricorn season. Bye.